I know turtles. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Adventures with Nub. We just waiting on Dakota and Taryn T. And as y'all can tell, I got second star, and I got a special guest, Paranormal Polynesian.
Hey, y'all.
AKA, what's his name? Nub? Yes.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, hey. Hi, I forgot my name. It's one of those days. I don't even know who I am.
It's one of those run-of-the-mill names.
It's just one of those generic Bible names. Just one.
Right.
For those who don't know who Ozark Paranormal, that is our old KYG. He's done changed his name.
What's up, KY?
We got Leonard Bernard.
What is up, Vinny?
We got old.
Sorry, y'all are gonna hear you're gonna be hearing Mexican music in the background because I'm guarding a concert right
now. Dude, ain't nothing wrong with that music.
As long as there's some good food too. Let's get it.
Yeah.
I might not know what they're saying, but I'll freaking get down anyways. Like it's all about the beat anyways with the music. I don't know what half the rappers are saying these days. So I mean,
hey Nubs, you just went live.
But yeah, guys, we are just been hanging out backstage talking about D&D, how Matt's a freaking cult leader because he's a gang leader because he plays D&D. But we just been hanging out backstage waiting on Jenny and Dakota, and I sent you the link, Rain, if you wanted to hop on up. But we have a few good topics tonight. We're going to be talking about, of course, the Devil Made Me Do It case. Most people know about that. Ed on the Range Warren. The only time the Devil made me do it, like
Devil makes me do everything.
Oh, I know. And then we got the Cecil Hotel. A lot of people know about that. That girl, what was her name again, Adam? We were just talking about
Lisa
something.
Lisa Lamb, yeah.
Yeah.
That story about 2 years ago.
Well, it's more than just Lisa Lamb, though.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then we got the disappearance of Malaysia airline flight 370. And
yes,
that's a good one. Like, it was about an airplane that disappeared. I think 2014. I'll look it up in a minute, but it just disappeared, vanished out of nowhere, and they never found any pieces or anything to it. So I mean, that's definitely a good one.
That's a crazy story. When didn't that happen around this time of year, like in December? Or
I don't think so. New Year's, December, something.
I think it was right after Thanksgiving.
You know, as much as I've been on a plane this year, I'm surprised I haven't disappeared. Still waiting for it to happen. Let's see.
Right.
What's going on? Why is my phone not working?
Oh, okay. Well, it was March 8th, 2014.
Oh,
It
close enough.
disappeared. Yeah, we were close.
December, March, it's all the same. It's all the same nowadays. I can't tell the difference. Hey,
Yeah.
Slim,
No president 2024.
you have my vote.
Definitely, we're gonna make paranormal. We're gonna make America paranormal again, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna explore the White House for about 3-4 months straight, and then I'm gonna
Yeah, that
step
would be
down
fun.
as
Yeah.
president. I just want to explore the White House. Like
That
that's
sounds
all
like
I
a good,
care
yeah,
about.
that would be great.
I'm going to the Eisenhower hot tub.
Yes, we are having
Ooh.
about 5 people in the Eisenhower hot tub for a
Okay.
Hot
30
tub time
minute.
machine.
Love a good hot tub.
Hey, Vinny, that's awesome. You are less than 200 away from 1,000. That's awesome, man.
Oh, yeah, way to go.
Good job.
Yeah.
Give me a
Oh,
second, everybody. There's a huge parade coming through. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
oh, a huge parade. Nice.
Slim, why is Slim always getting in trouble? That's what I want to know.
Slim's always a troublemaker, but that's why we love Slim.
That's true. Yeah, that wasn't Santa, Slim. Sorry about it. Don't know what to
It was
do.
me. Oh.
It was you. You know, I saw a Santa at the mall yesterday. I told him he needed to eat. It was he was so skinny. I was like, sir, you need some more of these cookies. Like, what's going on? He looked real tired. He was real tired. Well, I guess I was in a bad part of town. I found out
He's
after
on that vegan diet,
on that vegan diet.
vegan and gluten free.
Actually, I think I got him on my video for my next video I post. But yeah, I was like, sir, what is going on? Are you hungry?
Robert. So it was we found out it was Robbie, Michigan man, Slim.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Trouble just came in. What's up, Shire? Shire's the biggest troll in the paranormal community. No, I'm just kidding, Shire.
Oh, hey, Shire, bring it.
We love you, Shire. You're not a troll. You might be. I don't know. I know some of the people in this community started off as trolls and just got adapted in the community. Like,
Oh,
hey, you don't talk shit about. Yes, I know the Eagles are in a 3-game losing streak, but we just have to let people think that we're dying down for the playoffs. So because we're automatically in the playoffs, so when the playoff hits, we're gonna go on that winning streak and we're gonna win it all. We're just trying to let everybody think that we aren't that good and all that, so they don't be worried about us.
that's a good way to do it.
That's all it is. Like the game to the 49ers, I can understand us losing because the 49ers is the best team in the NFL right now, and they're denying it.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Robbie? Man, fuck the Cowboys, Vinny. You heard me? Fuck the Cowboys, Vinny. And Slim, I love y'all. Amy with the paranormal, if you're watching, I love all of y'all. But Dom, but Cowboys suck.
I can't say anything about. I'm not able to comment. I can neither confirm nor deny that statement with my family. They could be watching. We're all from Texas, so I'm just gonna drink my water.
Oh God, you don't even like the Cowboys, Rob. What are you talking about? Well, look at that car, man. That's a pretty car.
Are you stealing cars now? What's going on?
I better be quiet. I got me and Matt and the whole panel kicked out of a sex shop one time on Matt's panel. So I mean, I better be careful. That was
Yeah, I was going in there and I was going to be showing everything that you can, like sexual survival equipment that you can get.
And I
And
had to ask where the edible panties were, and
yeah,
apparently
he just
everybody
busts
heard
out.
me.
I was like, Nubs, you got to be quiet for a little bit. And Nubs is like, where's the edible panties? It's loud as hell. And I was like, and the chick behind the counter comes around. And she's like, sir, are you filming in here? And I was like, no, I'm on a video call. And she's like, the same thing. And I was like, no, it ain't.
Overseas. It's business. Just
Yeah.
about it.
So yeah, I got us kicked out of the sex shop on the live stream. It was the most wonderful day I've ever had in my life.
Well, I've gotten kicked out of a sex shop without a live stream, so I don't know which one's harder.
I would probably get kicked out of a sex shop if I ever went to one too, because I have a loud mouth, and I'm like, you think these will look good on me? Like I'm that type of guy. Like
I went in. I went into a sex shop one time and they had a gummy 24-inch double-headed.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, my God, that's the biggest gummy worm I've ever seen in my life. I wonder how much I could put in my mouth. And they were like, sir.
You need to calm down, sir.
I'm a
Yeah.
bad influence. Like I'm not gonna lie. I'll go to Walmart and I'll go to the woman panties and I'll straight up go to the people I'm with. I'm like, you think these will look good on me? In front of everybody, just
I'm
because
on. Let's see.
I'm that guy. Nothing embarrasses me. Like
Some
okay,
bitch. I'll be right back. I guess
there
this
was,
is the band bus or whatever for the next band. Give me a second.
Mm.
I'll be back.
oh god. But yeah, there was one thing that I did that was embarrassing, and it was panties on the ground in a Walmart parking lot, and I went to go pick it up. And as soon as I picked it up, I realized it had poop stains on it. So I went in there and I cleaned the hell out of my hands. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that no more.
Nothing good can come off the parking lot of Walmart. I was just
No,
at Walmart.
no.
I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter which one. That's a horrifying. That sounds like a nightmare.
Hey, holy cowgirl. It was very terrifying. Yeah, it's crazy because we beat y'all at our house. Y'all beat us at y'all stadium. We beat the Bills at the Bills, but y'all didn't beat the Bills. So does that mean the Eagles are still better than the Cowboys, even though y'all killed us? Because we beat the Bills and y'all didn't. That's why I like the NFL so much better than college, because you never know who's going to win in the NFL.
Those are
Hey, I mean, I'll eat edible patties. I ain't even go BS. I will eat some edible patties.
I have tried them as well, honestly. I'm actually, now that I'm thinking of it, they don't really, they're not all that great. I would like them to be a little
Really?
more. I mean, they just, what do they taste? They remind me of a fruit roll up, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
That's what they, yeah. I don't know how I know this. I've worked in a lot of strip clubs over the years, so that's why. But speaking of strip clubs,
Oh my god.
oh geez.
You might be Ozark Paranormal, but in my heart, you will always be my favorite KYJ because I love me some KY. So Ozark, you will always be KY to me. Just saying.
I love it.
Just saying, Ozark. Yes, but y'all are not going to beat Miami. I'm sorry. Y'all going to lose to Miami and Detroit, and we're going to beat the win. Yeah, so we're taking the division. 49ers, I'm sorry, Jenny, if you're listening, I love you, sis. But the 49ers are going to lose to Ravens on Christmas night. I'm sorry to tell you that, but the Ravens are going to win for a Christmas miracle for the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm
And then y'all are going to lose to the Rams. Yes, KY Jelly is always in the house.
Gummy worms.
Oh, my goodness. We'll get on topic here in a few minutes. We'll wait. We're just waiting on people to get here, but yeah.
Well, the topic so far has been pretty good.
Dom, you need to feel better, brother.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Detroit's a good team this year. Lions with the team. I've told everybody to watch out for Detroit and Jacksonville this year, and both of them are playing really good. I got me some Coke, guys. Like, so don't judge me. I'm a Coke kid. See, Coca Cola.
Mhm.
I got all of y'all. Man, because y'all know I only drink Dr Pepper and Coke, so y'all know me. I always have a Dr Pepper Coca Cola in my hand when I'm on a live stream. By the way, guys, since I don't have to keep cutting my camera off, this is my tobacco pipe. I'm out of cigarettes till tomorrow, so I got my tobacco pipe. So, yes, I am smoking tobacco through my tobacco pipe. So, y'all don't be like, he's smoking pot, even though it is. Yeah.
Don't let Nugs lie to y'all. You know, he also likes a little bit of squirt in his mouth, too.
Only on the weekends, Matthew.
All right.
Hey,
Squirt.
ain't no hating here.
Hey, Robbie, are you?
I love that
are you
drink.
free?
I love
Hi,
squirt.
David.
If you're free, I'll send you the link, or you, Vingman, I will send you the link. Either one.
Yeah, somebody else get up here and everything in case I have to, like, go quiet again for, like, 40 minutes.
Well, we'll turn on the karaoke machine if you disappear.
There
No,
we go. That
y'all-
works.
If y'all see me cut my camera off, that's when I'm smoking marijuana.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie,
okay.
y'all. Everybody here knows I smoke weed.
Thanks for letting us know that.
It's
Could
legal
have just said
here.
if I cut my camera off, I'm using the bathroom.
I'm
If I
eating
cut my
tacos
camera
if
off,
mine
I'm
turns
using the
off.
bathroom.
Right?
Oh, by the way, I hope y'all enjoyed my live stream Saturday night at the bar. I got really, really drunk, and I was hungover Sunday, extremely hungover all day Sunday, guys.
I didn't even get that notification, so I didn't even know you
Dude, I
went
did
live.
like a, I don't know, 12-minute live stream at the bar, and
Oh.
my uncle bought me about
Well, that's not really a live then.
True. My uncle bought me like 5 to 7 shots of Fireball, and I had probably
Fireball,
about
you
pack of
pansy.
Bud Light. Dude, I was so drunk.
Well, yeah, that's why you were hungover. I haven't had Fireball in like 10 years until my birthday this year. Someone brought a bottle, and I'm like, what is this?
Your birthday party where you dressed up in the 80s? Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll try this Fireball. It wasn't a good day the next day. Hey, Slim, Barney's doing okay. He's at home in Utah. I'm in Washington right now. He's flying out to see me on Saturday. So
good.
From killing them. That's what Christmas is about, everybody.
Yeah, killing your loved ones.
I'm doing
Trying not to kill your loved ones. That's the gift of Christmas.
Slim, my mom's hanging in there. Thanks for asking. She's still full of vinegar, so she's great. She's still her sassy self.
That's good.
Yeah, she has something to say always. So
Matthew's got a good guy. He'll be back.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, we have fun.
Well, I gotta check that out now. I didn't even know that happened. That's gonna be me tomorrow night. I'm gonna go to the local bar here for karaoke night. It's supposed to be a good time.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and they let kids in this bar for some reason, so I've never seen that. So I'm gonna go with my nieces.
I still have to say the best bar I went to was the one in Wilmington. It was like a freaking like punk bar, but it was like English punk.
Okay.
And Unknown Venture, the first night it was me, Unknown Ventures, Jenny, Fluffy, PLE, and Shanny.
See,
we got drunk. And then we went back the next night, and Omar and James, the fam, went with us, and it was like we had a bunch of people there, and we got all really, really drunk and had a good time.
That sounds like, yeah, just the names you mentioned. I'm sure you guys got in a little bit of trouble at least.
No.
Just a
none of
little
y'all
bit.
get in trouble.
Thank you, Slim. Appreciate the prayers. If someone could just pray for 2023 to be over with, that'd be great. Let's check out
Yeah,
2024. This year's
I
been
met some great people in 2023. I'm bringing new people into like paranormal and getting them,
Hey,
trying to
homeless
get them,
Hitler, what the fuck you doing out here?
get them at.
Uh-oh.
Get the fuck off the
We got.
property, man.
Oh shit! Here we go, guys.
It's like, this is the real show.
Man, if I see your bald, shaven, whatever the fuck you are,
Oh
you
shit!
look like Clifford the depressed dog.
Get them at.
Get the fuck up out of here, man. If I see you around these cars again, I'm gonna beat your ass halfway to the fucking border.
Ooh.
I need him to come work at my hotel. That sounds like,
This.
Get your fucking shit. Go.
well, at least he's not mincing words. Slim, Bart, you and Bars don't mix. That's not good.
Oh my God, Shire.
Just shave it.
I do feel that because like I'm the kind of drunk that like to have a good time. I don't like fighting. I'm usually the life of the party until I get drunk enough to where I'm
I'll
puking.
score 3 teams. Get the fuck out of here. Keep walking.
But yes, I feel that people at bars get way too drunk and
You know, I was a karaoke DJ for like 10 years, and there's something about, I'm so tired of drunk people now because of all the years of working in bars. I can't do it. You know, even though I was drunk most of the time.
Blow wannabe.
Oh, it's just
love
rough.
you, Slim.
When people get too sloppy, I'm kind of good. But I do like to have a good time, and I love it when people are having fun. But, you know.
Grab and go.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over that.
I drink maybe 4 times a year. That's it. Maybe 5, depending on the event. But I don't drink often.
Yeah, I haven't drank at all yet since I've been here for the past week or so, which is crazy. I probably should. Maybe if I did, it'd be a little bit more Christmassy around here. Yeah, well, tomorrow. We'll try tomorrow.
Hell yeah, go get. I'm not gonna say shit face drunk, but go get drunk. See, that's me. I'm a happy drunk too, but I get sick.
Mm-hmm.
I get really, really sick, and chances are I will puke. Hey, my sister, my favorite goblin.
Hey.
Love you, Sheila. But yes, we are gonna start. And I'll just ask the others when they get here because right now we're just talking about bars and going.
There's enough paranormal going on over there on Matt's thing, so we're just gonna.
Yeah, this is always a freaking interesting thing with Matt up here because you never know what kind of show we're gonna get. It's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
But we're gonna start with the devil made me do it case. Like anybody that have watched the last Conjuring movie knows the story of the devil made me do it. It's Matt is talking to some people at a show and all that, drunk people right now. Either drunk people or crackheads. We don't know sometimes with Matt. Fun being a security guard, I guess.
Oh, he's my favorite security guard.
That's what I'm saying. He's definitely my favorite security guard.
Yeah, I would just sit and watch him do a live of whatever's going on. He could make some good money doing that. Just put the live stream on of him in the parking lot. Not that we're not entertaining enough, but I'm just saying we could. It'd be great.
Oh, oh, what the heck?
It's
Is it
gonna get,
raining? I see headlight. Did somebody get Matt's phone?
what direction is this?
Oh God, Matt, a Walmart greeter will be terrifying.
Welcome to Walmart. Get what you need and get the hell out. That's
That's Matt. Wow, are we upside down?
Everybody from every cracker box coming out.
Oh, he literally just put that in the chat. I didn't even read him saying that, and I just said exactly what he just said. That's so funny.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's exactly.
It's Thursday night. It ain't even Friday.
I'm just trying to look and see what I'm seeing.
Are we upside down or is the car upside down?
We're in the upside down. That's what happens. So, how's the weather over where you are right now?
Cold as fuck. I hate winter.
How cold is cold, though, to you? I want to know.
It's been about 35 to 40 degrees the past few days.
Well, that's pretty cold. You know?
Anything under like 60 is cold to me. Oh shit.
Son bitch, here comes the bus.
Uh-oh.
I love you,
Did
Matt.
you call for backup? What's happening?
Oh my God. Shire. God, this is why I go live. Like,
Oh, let's see what crack girls are on the bus.
Oh,
get them, Matt. You get them, brother.
Sela says it's cold and foggy. Okay. Oh, there we go. Thank you. That makes it so much easier.
Oh, we're not upside down no more.
Thank you for including us in on this.
We just
It's,
get crop shots.
It's only in the 30s and 40s here too, and it's very foggy. I'm in Washington State, and I'm not used to this cold. We don't have humidity in Utah, so it is cold to me. And I usually get in the single digits at home, and it's fine, but I don't like this kind of cold.
Yeah.
It feels much colder.
Everybody's like, "Oh, I want snow. I want snow." I'm like, "Fuck snow."
Oh, I had
Nobody
to
don't do snow.
to get here. I'm not looking forward to going back to snow. No thanks.
Oh, you're in Kentucky?
Oh, I'm in your state, CeeLo. Well, hello, neighbor.
That's right. You're in Washington State. I forgot about that, Sheila.
What part of Washington are you in? I'm currently in Puyallup right now. Is that how you say it? I've been calling it Puyallup.
Aren't you a Seahawks fan, Sheila? Or are you an Eagle fan? I can't remember. I know you're either Seahawks or Eagles. And if you're Seahawks, y'all beat us.
Well, I'll tell you what, Washington's a beautiful place, but I don't know if I could do this rain and fog every day.
She's in Ellensburg.
Ellensburg. I'll have to Google that. I don't know where that is.
Okay, I thought you was a Seahawks fan. Yeah, y'all beat us somehow. Y'all, we have not beaten the Seahawks in 15 years now. Like, it's sad. Seahawks are Philadelphia Eagles kryptonite. That's literally what they are to us. I got to charge my phone. My laptop's at 100%. So.
Central Washington. Well, okay. Yeah, I gotta check it out. I have only been to Washington one time. It was to go on a cruise from Seattle, so that's the only part of Washington I've seen, other than this visit.
I haven't left the East Coast, sadly.
That's okay. You got a lot to do over there. You don't even need to go anywhere.
I mean, Virginia has a lot of history, but
Mhm.
the state gets my nerve.
I've never been there. It's on my list.
Well, definitely hit me up. I'll take you to some crazy places.
Well, Barney goes to Washington almost every month, Washington D.C. almost every month. So I need to go.
Carol, hey girl, it's been a minute.
Hey, Carol.
Miss you, Carol. I hope you're still a mod. I can't really check right now. I think you're still a mod.
Well, thank you. I'll have to take you up on that offer, Sela.
I think we all should get a ticket, and because me and Dakota was doing the stream last night, but I think we should go to Japan and go to the Suicide Forest.
Japan's got to have so much history, so many hauntings for sure. That's kind
No,
of what China was.
Ozark. I haven't been there since we went there. Me, you, and Dakota went there, but I know PLE and Shanny's Unexplained Adventures went there, and apparently now you have to pay to go in there. So when we went in there, we got lucky and got in there before they finished renovating it and all that, and so we got to get in for free and all that. So. Oh, congratulations, Sheila.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
But I would love to go back to that mansion one day. Like that
What was the name of it? Do you remember?
Dunnington Mansion in
Okay.
Farmville, Virginia. Back in the 1700s. It was considered the largest building. I mean, the largest mansion in North America.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that.
And it was definitely history up in there.
Oh, yeah. Anytime I go to the East Coast, I can just tell it just feels totally different. There's so much more history than on the West Coast. The
Yeah.
Wild West.
I don't know. I want to go to Vegas. Like I wish I would have went to the reunion.
I know that would have been cool if you came. Well, anytime you go, let me know. I'll meet you because it's just a 4-hour drive, 4.5 hours for me.
Did you go to Vegas this year?
I did. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's the highlight of my year, actually, getting to see, to meet a lot of people from here. So that was great.
Yeah, we went to Wilmington and all that the year before that. That was like the best week ever, even though everybody and their mama caught COVID.
Yes.
It was still the best week. Like me, Fluffy, Jenny, PLE, and Shady did an epic Ouija board session at the freaking Airbnb we stayed at.
It looks like you guys had a real good time over there. So, are you going to go to the next one this coming year?
I want to. Cause I know people. I'm gonna try to catch a ride with somebody up that way because I really want to go to Branson. I know June of 2024, the second week of June, the 17th through the 21st, we're going to Maryland for a week.
Okay.
Me and Dakota, we're going to collab with Haunting with Hyde and a few other people. We're supposed to go to Gettysburg, Penhurst, and like a few other places. But Gettysburg, like number one on my bucket list last night.
So you've never been?
No, I haven't been to Gettysburg yet, and I'm excited. Didn't you go last year, Slim?
I did. I went maybe 2 years ago now. It was amazing. I caught a really cool full body apparition on my channel. You have to check it out.
Hey, April.
Hi, April.
No, I think I remember watching.
Oh, April. Sorry,
That the crack is.
Hi.
But yeah, Slim, I thought you went to Vegas last year, Slim. You did.
All right, let me get back.
Slim, he loves the nuns out there with the taco nun. Is that what her name is?
Hi.
You better be going. I'm trying to go. I really want to go to Missouri for the reunion. Matthew, are you back?
Yes, I'm sorry.
So, how
There
did
was crackheads. I had to go and check the bus out. I had to go and do a patrol on the parking lot.
Oh, we heard you.
Oh,
you deserve that cigarette, sir? From what I've heard.
Yeah, we heard you.
No, there was like a dollar store Hitler wannabe from like he had the single little mustache on and like a little bitty like skull strap and a little bitty like square mustache on his upper lip, bald headed. Hey man, you look like a reject dollar store Hitler.
Wish.com version.
Yeah, man. Like it ain't even Hitler. It's like litter.
Oh my
But
god!
yes, all right, we're gonna get started. We're gonna talk about the "Devil Made Me Do It" case. First
Devil
of
made me
all,
do it.
Wrong.
I'm gonna ask if y'all believe that the devil made Arnie kill his landlord or whatever. Do y'all believe that the devil actually made him do it, or because of y'all? The whole thing is Arnie's girlfriend's little brother was possessed, and he straight up like got in the boy on the boy was like, "You leave him alone and come inside me." And apparently, the demon or demonic spirit went inside him, and within a week, he ended up killing his landlord.
Mhm.
And he spent, I think, 4 or 5 years in jail for it or prison for it, but he got let loose and let go early. But it was actually fought in court that the devil made him do it. And I
I
personally believe
never.
it because I mean everybody says like brings to God and yes, this is gonna be a little religious, guys. So I'm sorry. I know we don't do religious in this community a
Put
lot.
some Vaseline on your booty hole, cause it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
I
But
mean,
they do bring God in the court cases a lot and all that. So I mean,
well, it is a religious matter.
yeah.
I
So
mean,
I
it
mean, why
seriously
can't the
was.
devil? I mean, possessions are real. I've seen them. I've never seen a demonic possession, but I've seen real life possession, and it's not something good. But I personally do believe that it can happen. Like after watching the documentary on it and the movie and all that, and actually hearing Arnie's version of it, like I believe that it actually, yes, the same thing as the Amityville murders. Ronnie DeFeo, I know I said the name wrong, but
Yeah.
he said the exact same thing, Wally. That's 100% correct. But that one, people say that one's a little different because the other family over exaggerated everything. But I mean, still, like Ronnie DeFeo did kill his family that night.
I'll let y'all two talk about it before I go on my.
Oh, see, Matt is our favorite debunker. Matt's the only debunker I have respect for. Oh, did I say that out loud? That was it.
Oh.
But yes, Matt. So Matt always goes last on these discussions.
Yeah, yeah,
But
I
yes,
do.
I personally do believe that the devil can make somebody go nuts. Like, I mean, so yes, I believe both cases could actually have been the devil made them do it.
I don't know enough about the case to I'm gonna oh, I'm not I don't know. I don't know if you want me.
Hey, I mean, say
Pretty
it
much in
as
a down run, he said that his younger brother and everything was being controlled and manipulated by an evil spirit that only he could see and only he could,
I did see the
witness.
movie, I guess. I'll tell you I've seen the movie, but of course, the movies are always super
Yeah.
yes, movies exaggerate a
Um,
lot.
I think that I think people need to control themselves a little bit more and not blame the devil so much.
I feel you on that.
I know.
Yes.
Because trust me, I've been trying to. I want to get possessed now and then too, and kick someone's ass, but I still have to pull my shit together, and
Right.
keep it together. So I don't know. I don't know. People love to throw the devil out a lot and say that they possess them.
Especially in very, very religious-esque cities or Bible belts, stuff like that. It's an easy easy excuse.
And I'm not saying that it's not real and that it doesn't happen. I've seen possession cases.
People do over exaggerate demon and devil and demonic and all that. Like Hollywood, especially, it's Hollywood's fault. I believe.
Well, not really Hollywood, but also look at the books too.
I agree with that, April. There's not a mean bone in Adam's body.
I love you. That's not true. I've got a mean bone in there.
We all have a mean side of us. We all have it. It's called primal tendencies.
Yeah.
Oh, we know you do, Matt. We know you do.
I mean, yeah, but
Matt,
even a mouse will attack if it's in a corner. So,
what is your opinion on this, Matthew? Because I know, hey Dakota, we're just waiting on you, brother.
What's up, Dakota?
I know you got something to say about this.
Well, does Dakota want to come up here and say anything before I go on like a 3-hour spew on how people like to abuse the system, how people like to abuse people's sympathy, how people like to manipulate and make you believe something because you've never experienced that exact same thing, and it's easy to turn. And
because Matthews got attacked by evil spirit, like it broke his damn leg.
Yeah, but okay, the whole entire thing is it was a run of events through the 60s, the 70s, and even as far back as the 50s. Multiple people have done extreme things and blamed it on the devil. Son of Sam. I mean, the
satanic panic.
Yeah, the what's his name? The serial killer that wrote his own language and said that the devil made him do it. I
know who you're talking about.
I mean, the guy in Chicago that literally cut his face off and fed it to his dogs, and when the police entered, he was screaming that the devil cut his face off, and he was still breathing. It was a gigantic string of hoaxes to manipulate, because at that time religion was a huge part of society. At that time, everybody in the world was going to church every day pretty much from the 50s into the 70s. Like, if you were manipulated mentally, you also had to look at the lifespan of that guy. That lifespan, he was also beat by his family. He was also supposedly what is it called? Groomed by a older relative to do sexual acts.
But Shire, I'm sorry to interrupt, but Shire, I actually agree with that comment. Like, the devil is like Santa, can visit millions of houses in one night, but works 365 days a year, not like one. Like, that's 150% true, Shire. Like, I know that's funny saying Santa's lazy and all that. Like, but no,
everybody says that Satan can't leave hell and Satan can't do anything, but he's all the time possessing somebody like it's his second job. He's doing it to make to pay his bill. But
that's why I say people think that they're a lot more important than they are, I guess. Is what I think.
Yeah. Why the fuck does the devil want a 10-year-old or a 15-year-old? What purpose does that 15 or that 10-year-old have?
More innocence is the only thing I
No,
can think of.
innocence is not what they want. They want
A lot of
corruption. They want control. They want a figurehead to be able to manipulate. What is a 10-year-old going to do except for pull down his pants and play with himself? I mean, seriously. Like,
I feel
what?
you.
I mean, the Satan is jealous of his, Superman action figure and wants to play with it. Like, you see these kids like talking to themselves and everything and playing tea with stuffed animals.
Welcome
Like,
back, brother. Welcome back.
if this child didn't feel anything, okay, and it was the older brother that was saying that this child was, being possessed, and only he could see him, only he could hear the voices. That is a sign of, mental instability. It's not. There's too many what if scenarios in every one of these situations.
I mean,
At that time period, they didn't have MRI machines. They didn't have ways to track your brain. They didn't have ways of seeing.
do it was in the 70s.
Yeah,
And came with the Amityville Horror. That was like in the 70s. No shit.
right.
That was in the 60s, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
It was
they
all
didn't have.
the time of that satanic panic stuff,
Yes.
That's and I went to this paranormal conference in Nashville the other day, and one of the speakers connected all of that satanic panic to the government trying to get rid of cattle and the cattle mutilations that were going on in Colorado. It's crazy. That's a whole thing in its own.
That's Chupacabra, ain't it, Matthew?
And Chupacabra.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. There's an actual disease that happens to these animals because the eating away of the mouth, the tongue, everything is through magnetization, where it's rapid decay.
Because you're the Chupacabra man, Matthew.
And I wanted a hamburger for dinner tonight. Well, I guess I won't.
Yeah, like the rapid decay of soft tissues. The soft tissues is the tongue, the eyes, the mouth, stuff like that. But that's a whole different story. This is at a time period when everybody was so highly religious. And to get away with anything, all you had to say was the villain of the highest religion that was in the world say that the devil made me do it. It was not me. Yeah. Something else was controlling my body and my mind. And at that time period, there was nothing. There was no parapsychology. There was no synapses psychology. There was none of that. It only started coming around when serial killers were taking other personas to kill, to destroy, to maim, and using that as their force, their drive, their motivation to do this stuff. And it was an easy time where at that point, there was a lot of insane asylums around. There's not that many insane asylums anymore because so many people have used that mental problem saying that something else, my guardian angel told me to do this. God told me to do this. Now, instead of it's the devil doing it, it's now God chose me to do this. Like I am the chosen one to kill 500 people, and I have to do this to ascend to heaven now, instead of the devil's running rampant and making me go and murder and rape whoever. And now it's so easy to get into insane asylums instead of serving a prison sentence in an actual prison.
Well, that's like the whole Slender Man situation where those girls stabbed their friend like 20-something times and blamed on Slender Man and all. Slender Man.
Yeah.
And that was like the biggest thing. I think that was like 2018,
And they
2000.
call that cult psychosis. They
Yeah,
call
and
that cult psychosis now.
they did that, lied about that to get out of prison time. Like
Yes.
it didn't, because
Yes.
both of them are in a mental hospital or something now.
Yeah.
That's why they did that. I don't personally think that Slender Man told them to do that. That was
Well,
just them lying.
to be able to abuse the mental system,
Yes.
you plead criminally insane and you wait 6 to 8 months and then you're normal. You can pass anything. You can pass any other psychological test, any ink blot test, anything like that. And as long as you behave yourself in the mental institute, they will send you off with mental medicine and
Mm-hmm.
take you out and put you back on the street.
Yep.
You know, it's easy to
Very
bypass the prison system. People want to go from 0 to 100 and automatically say that's what I'm talking about. That's why you got to believe in God. That's why you got to do this, that, all this stuff. And it's just like 99.7% of possessions are made up. They are made up. You can look at it with the devil versus father, whoever movie. You can see the
I'm gonna
devil
tell
versus
you. I'm gonna
what?
tell you the possessions I've seen, Matt. I'm telling you
Lasted
right
for how
now,
long, Nubs? Lasted for how long?
less than 30 minutes.
Right. Why the fuck did a demon possess your friend for 30
It
fucking
wasn't a
minutes?
demon. It wasn't a
Or evil
demonic possession.
spirit? Demons, evil spirit, whatever the fuck it was,
If you would have
some
seen,
hopping bed bug got on him.
I'm just telling you, if you would have seen what I saw that night, and even the whole, do you remember that live
Real
stream?
accounts of possession, does bodily harm to the person. There are multiple ones that were actually recorded, shows them digging into their own skin with their own nails, causing
That
extreme pain
that
and
is a
violence
bad
to
possession.
themselves.
There are also some possessions that are not as bad. Like I've seen other people on live streams get possessed. Dom, I know he's
I've
talking
seen
about
plenty
it.
of people on live streams get possessed. Trust me.
Well,
I've seen
well,
an individual have to salt around his whole
well.
entire
We're not going
bedroom
to
and
talk
lock
about.
himself in.
We're not going to talk about that,
What?
Matt. That we all know that was bullshit.
I'll tell you backstage about that, Adam.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I
To where his
seen
wife
other.
said, "The fuck you are, I'm leaving."
Like when Dom got possessed and attacked that one day, like Dom has told us about that story. I've watched it go like as the live stream was going on. People was bleeding out the ears, out the nose. Like it was legit.
Stigmatas, that's what it's called. Stigmatas, where you do all the signs of what Jesus went through, crying blood, blood from the hands, like punctures, blood from the feet. That
Shire,
is
you're not
called
lying about that though. You're not lying about any at
right,
all.
Shire. That's
Like
what demons and evil spirits want. They want something of power, because the ones that do possessions and everything are low-ranking demons, and they want something because they can't get what they have in either hell or whatever.
I think there's a difference between a possession and a demonic possession, though. I don't think
There
that
is
all
no
possessions
difference.
are demonic.
It's all possession. It's all possession. You
I mean, I
cannot
understand what you're
classify. You
talking
cannot say, "Oh,
about.
this is a It's like when you go to a car lot and everything, you know, you got like 50 different choices of a fucking Honda Civic. You don't get that with possessions. You can't say, "Oh, I just want the basic bitch model Honda Civic."
I see what you're talking about 100%.
Yeah, you can't say, "Oh, I want the roll up windows and I want an 8-track player in my 2024 Honda Civic." No, you can't have that.
I'm still convinced to what I thought to this day that it was the real life possession I seen that night.
Just because his eyes rolled back in the back of his head for 30 minutes?
If it was just one person, then I could say coincidence, but it was two people and it happened the exact same way.
Did the exact same things happen to each other back to back?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Nubby, roll your eyes in the back of your head for about 30 minutes and give me time. Give me time. I'll roll my head. I'll do the exact same things you do, Nubby. It's the same thing as 20 people in a room. One person either yawns or sneezes, and everybody else starts doing it.
I understand what you're talking about, but if it was one person that I've known my whole life that's never made anything up, then yeah, I would believe
Doesn't matter. Nubby, there was an 80-year-old woman that never did anything bad in her life. And when they went to her house and everything, because her son was a drug dealer and everything, guess where he was stashing his stuff? Underneath her seat. And she said, "Oh, I didn't know it was there." So, and she's never been charged of anything. Everybody said that she's never lied or never hid anything from anybody. Trust me. Everybody lies. Everybody wants to have their 5 seconds of fame, especially if they're being recorded.
When you come kidnap me,
good point too.
I wasn't recording when they got possessed. I stopped recording right then and there.
But did they know? But did they know?
Yeah, I told them.
Did you say I'm not recording anymore?
And I put everything up and all that. Yeah, they knew. Like they won't get fame out of it. Like because if something like that happens, I don't believe in recording that because I mean people are going to sit there and try to debunk that and all that.
Yeah.
And look, if y'all were there, y'all would be iffy about it.
I know how human interaction is. Human interaction follows suit.
I mean, I see what you're talking about. I really do.
I don't know you. I wasn't there for your situation. No,
yeah.
I do know as someone who's been a paranormal investigator for 20 years.
Yeah.
People do like attention sometimes.
See, like I was saying, Dom got possessed, and Dom wouldn't lie about it. Like Dom got attacked that night, Matt. Like
I'm saying, Dom, how long did it last? Like, the thing is the way that people are going to see it. The way what does that spirit or that demon have to possess with you?
I hope you're ready Friday, Chris, because Friday we have 3 investigations and it's going to be epic. So everybody, if you aren't subscribed to Shadow Seeker Paranormal,
because look at so-called a real possession, the Amityville horror possession. Okay, look at the which one is it? Poltergeist, the Poltergeist possession, where the chick spun her head around, all that stuff, like that had an actual priest there that had to actually fight this demon or evil spirit.
Yeah.
The thing is nobody, all these other possessions, they were literally hurting the person that they possessed. They did not do show and games on people. Like rolling their eyes in the back of their head, and giving them shivers. Real recorded possessions is physical harm, physical and mental torment to the individual. And it doesn't last 30 minutes. This goes on every night at the exact same time. Like, you may have been not possessed, but there is what spirits do is called a temporary takeover, not a possession. They are trying to either make you do something. No, it's not the same thing. No, not the same thing. A temporary possession is like temporary possession. Have you ever, when you're going through a haunted place and you feel something cold as ice run through your body?
Oh,
I'm talking about cold that drops your blood, like, and you're shivering afterwards. That is called a run through. That is the same thing, seeing how vulnerable your body is for a spirit-like being to be able to do something to you. They test your limits on you to see if they can cause harm or if they can find a way to get your ass out of their territory. There's a difference between putting themselves in you, controlling your body to get out of the situation. Once you're not in their territory, it's just like any kind of wild animal. If you corner a coyote that's in your barn and you're trying to get it out, it's going to do any way possible to get out of the situation. But if you corner it to a point where you're going to take it out, it's going to fight back.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with a spirit. It's the same thing as Nubby. If you're sitting in your bedroom and I come in and I kick down your front door and I kick down your bedroom door, what are you going to do? You going to lay down there and take it, or you going to do something to get my ass out?
Depending what you're wearing, Matthew.
But I'm saying the truth.
I know what you mean.
There's so many different
Right.
There's so many different possibilities, and I mean, there's so many things that do go on, and I think that Nubs, you definitely saw what you saw. But I think that like a full-on possession, it's so much more rare than
full-on possession. Yeah.
Than a 30-minute fling.
But and there's also like there's mental illness that comes into play too, where people are full on have leave their body, which is called dissociating, and that looks like possession sometimes. I mean, I've seen it with my own people in my family, and it's scary. It's very scary, and it looks like a possession. But
even seizures,
it's a medical thing.
Even seizures. Somebody having a seizure looks like they're being possessed.
Mm-hmm.
They thought that was possession before they actually knew it was seizures being caused.
Yeah, I mean, it's still terrifying and it's still valid. What what you experienced, but they also, back in the day, they used to think that women's menstrual cycles, affected
right
the way that our life was going to go. So I mean, it's just about
the Celts drank menstrual blood because they thought it would give them superhuman powers.
Got my first troll in about a year, guys.
We got a troll?
Oh, Dom got took care of it, but
I
don't know. It looks like a troll trying to get so.
But it doesn't. I've seen, and what you've talked about too, Matt, where you're in a place, and I've seen people where they've started to check out, and it's definitely what you were explaining, but it's and it might feel like a possession to them,
right?
Something that's so quick, and then I've had it happen to me, and I've had to leave a building, but it is different, and it's not fun.
We don't do doxing around here at all, so thank you, Dom.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not saying I'm not saying that it can't happen. No, I'm not. But 99.9% of possessions are not possessions. It's something else. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. And it's easy with a group of people that is easily to manipulate, easy to believe, because there is no definite answers to this. There is no definite proof to any of this.
That is true.
There is no. You may have had a medical condition happen to you because of the stress, because of the temperature, the conditions of the house. You know, people act accordingly, act differently. Each person, you could have 20 people in a abandoned house, and everybody's going to be different in that house. Everybody's going to react different in that house. And especially if you put into the mental aptitude of that person, saying that it is haunted, that there is active spirits in a place, they will act differently. Every single one of them will act differently. Every single one of them will experience something different, you know. And also, it's the same way as taking a whole entire ghost hunting group in there, 3 or 4 people. All you got to say is, if me, Adam, and Nubs is in one place, a haunted location, and I hear something, I turn to Adam and I say, Adam, did you hear that? You're going to, if you heard something, you're going to be like, yes, I heard something. I don't know where, but I heard something. Nubby, you're going to be the same way. You're going to say it. If there's 5 people there, it's like the Chinese whisper. Everybody else wants to be a part of that. And they're going to say, oh my God, yeah, I did hear that. It's a trickle effect.
That's why I never like to know about a location, because I am sensitive to places, and I never want to know, because I don't want, like when I went to the Conjuring house last year, it was just like I already knew that I was going to expect this big dramatic thing, and it didn't happen, by the way. I found that the area around the house was a lot more terrifying than that. I mean, but I did do a live and I did freak myself out, but that's because I've seen the movie and it was in my mind. But the house was actually the tamest part of the area. But it's because people were going there just for this experience, and it ruined it for me. But it's it is same with when I go to the Skinwalker Ranch. If we say, oh, did you see that over there? People will make themselves believe they've seen the same thing. Not that they do it on purpose or anything. It's just human nature sometimes.
It's the same thing with like the Mothman conspiracies. Okay, they got all 6 still living experiencers of the Mothman. Okay, and they took them down a long winding road that had the most Mothman experiences. They put 20 different Mothman cutouts along the road. They didn't tell the people or anything, the experiencers or whatever. And they were just driving by to see if the experiencers would see the cutouts. And after the drive and everything, they were like, did you see anything while we were driving? Can you recall anything? There was a 10-foot cutout. There was a 6-foot cutout. There was a 4-foot cutout. And it just got smaller and bigger. And they were like, yeah, I saw a 20-foot Mothman and everything on the first turn that we went to. There was no 20-foot. I think the biggest one was like 13 foot tall. I think that was it. But these were people that supposedly saw Mothman in real life, and they're actual recorded experiencers. And Every single one of them, they did not get the right height, the right size, or anything. And it wasn't even at night. It was like at dusk where it was still light outside.
That's interesting. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Look it up. It's called the Mothman Experience.
Okay.
And it's where they went to a lot of experiencers and everything with cryptid sightings and stuff and did the exact same thing to them with Bigfoot, with Mothman, all this stuff. People do not know how to actually judge a situation. They don't, because their fear and their sight and their mental capacity cannot handle real life scenarios when it's seen to them. That's why I say it's a lot of in your mind that happens. Or it could be a hidden medical cause. It could be something else instead of a quote unquote possession. There is science can prove pretty much 70% of stuff. If we didn't have science, we wouldn't be going to space. We wouldn't be flying around. We wouldn't have modern day medicine.
True.
You know, science is real. Spirits, cryptids, that can't be proven. That cannot be proven to be real. Your experiences in paranormal cannot be 100% proven to be real, even if it's recorded. Because everything can be faked. Everything can be something else. An underlying condition to the situation you're in.
It can be. That's why you have to go by just the word of the person. Like,
yes, it's hard to do that.
That's what I was telling Nubs earlier before we started. You know, I did my channel because I've had a lot of paranormal experiences, and if I've posted something on my channel, it's because I know that it was paranormal, but I can't make anyone believe anything that I show you on YouTube. And nobody, like I always get people that come in the comments and say I'm faking stuff, and that's fine, but there's really is no way to prove. That's what kind of makes it so, you know, so fun and interesting, right? And that's why we love it. But at the end of the day, yeah, anyone can fake something for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a matter of knowing the person and you know, believing their experiences. And I know that people have them. I know that it happens, but you know, it's just like religion and stuff. You know, you can't make everyone believe it.
Right. They have to have their own experience for it.
You have to have it for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I have a podcast with someone and she doesn't believe in the paranormal at all. And so that's kind of what's fun about our podcast is I'm trying to get her to have an experience, but she hasn't yet, not in the past year. And so we're going to just keep going back and forth from both sides until either she does and if she doesn't, we still have a discussion. And that's what's good about having different opinions.
Yeah. And see, like me, I'm an experiencer in cryptids. I'm an experiencer in paranormal. I'm an experiencer in UFOs and the Fae. But do I 100% believe it? I can't say that. I cannot say that because...
Oh, I do. I 150% believe in all of it.
Yeah, but the thing is you have to question everything. You cannot just say, yes, that is it. Hands down.
Adam was discussing this before the stream.
Yeah.
Us as paranormal investigators, we debunk ourselves.
But most don't.
Well, they should.
Yes.
That is why I don't personally believe debunkers, that we should have debunkers in the paranormal community.
Well,
I think as a paranormal investigator, we debunk ourselves.
I am a skeptic more than a debunker.
Yeah, you're more of a skeptic, even though you have had experiences.
Yes, I've experienced stuff. That's not. I'm not saying it's bullshit. I'm not saying that all of this is just bullshit. I'm not. I'm saying if you read everything, if you do your research on every other experience, you can't say that every possession was the exact same thing. You can't say that because it wasn't. Yeah, they may be growling, they may talk in tongues or something like that. That's the only similarities in it. But if you did not talk in tongues, if you did not talk in an abyssal language that nobody fucking knows what you're saying, not even the Catholic priest that's coming to baptize you and exorcise you knows what you're saying, then yeah, maybe you are possessed. But the only time they will actually come out is if you've been having this for longer than a month. Will a Catholic priest, a Catholic exorcist
Oh yeah,
come
yeah.
out to do anything to you?
And
It's
sometimes
not
that
like,
can be too late.
yeah, it's not like they're just going to take your body out for a spin like it's a weekend at Six Flags.
And I agree with
You
that
know,
too, Shire. I agree with science can't be 100% proven either.
everything that is factual, everything that's medicine is 100% proven to be effective.
I think
I
it's very
mean,
good to have a little healthy amount of skepticism in everything you do in life, because I
Oh yeah.
I think that you can get in trouble otherwise, and I think it's I see people on both ends that believe everything and just try to disprove everything. You gotta have
yeah,
you gotta get in the middle somewhere.
right.
Otherwise, it's just you're not gonna have a good time, right? Um,
Oh yeah.
life,
There is no kumbaya on this.
yeah, no, but I'm just saying it's good to have a little good amount of skepticism in everything.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's you'd go play in traffic, and that wouldn't
Yeah.
be.
I mean, go lay down in the road and be a speed bump.
Yeah.
It's that simple,
How much money are you? No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, people do get paid. People do get paid to be a dick.
They do.
But there's definitely paranormal things that are going on around us, and it's
Yeah.
when people are especially on YouTube, and especially lately, people are just so ridiculous
Oh,
with the stuff they put out, and I guess if you want to believe it, and like they're making money off of it apparently, and people are entertained by it, and I guess that's fine. But
look, we can get mad on another 30-minute ramble about this because me and him also have a little disagreement in this too. About the whole people doing ridiculous stuff. A lot of people are doing it for entertainment purposes only, and that's
yeah,
fine. And there are paranormal entertainers. There are people that are doing the paranormal for entertainment, and I'm personally okay with this.
yeah,
And I'm personally okay with the word demonic being in videos because YouTube does tell you to use clickbait titles. They really,
I know, and
does.
that's
Me
what's
personally,
hurting
I
y'all.
won't really do it myself unless I know there's something like the Devil's Playground House is one that I know for sure something demonic is there. Like the stuff
Hold
I've
on, I'll
seen.
be back, y'all.
All right, brother. Yeah, the
oh,
stuff I've seen at that house and the stuff we gotten, I'm convinced that there's something demonic in that house. Like we
and
done got it,
I'm sure that
but
yeah, I'm sure you did find stuff going on for sure. I think it's just when people are always like, it's a demon, every
yeah,
damn
there
video.
are ones that always, and I'm not gonna say any names, but there are bigger channels that always getting possessed or attacked in every other video, and it's getting.
There's
I
TV
love
shows, right,
this
that are on
channel.
right now. Where,
Yeah, I love this channel so much. It's one of my favorites, but this person always gets possessed in like every other video.
and if you're getting entertained, then that's all that matters, right? As long as
Yeah.
you know that maybe it's not, maybe
Yeah,
it's not.
as long as you, if you're, I've been in the paranormal before I did my channel, of course. I've been in the paranormal for over 20 years now.
Yeah.
And So I can see what's real and what's not real and all that. Like that whole, for example, that whole Conjuring house with the people doing the clapping thing, like
Uh-huh.
that Amy Colby and Exploring with Josh, that whole incident with those guys. How do we know that they wasn't faking it? How do we know that everything they did wasn't
There's no
100?
way to know.
Yeah,
And I
It's
think,
just like any
because that
other thing.
video, like that they're entertaining. They're really like, if that's real, then that's freaking amazing ability right there that they can do.
Well, it's just
paranormal investigating is like going fishing, right? How often
yeah,
do you go fishing and nothing happens?
A lot.
That's why when I see these shows on TV, and I know for a fact with some of these shows, because I've worked with some of these shows,
yeah.
they just completely make up stuff. It's just a complete storyline for an episode. It's completely fabricated. I'm not going to say who it is.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to guess.
Sorry, something in my throat.
But it's for entertainment. But it's like I have a problem when they're peddling it off as being real. That's all I have a problem with.
And
Yeah.
that's the thing with a lot of these paranormal entertainment people.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt.
It
You
puts
used
a
my
bad
word.
name on everybody. No, it
If I
puts
had
a
that
bad
stuff
name on
happen that
everybody.
often, I'd be a millionaire too, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Now,
I
I
mean,
see
if
what you're talking about though. Like it does make the paranormal frowned
I mean, I
upon.
can
And
run. I
I
can
knew when
run.
I started my channel that paranormal would probably be the worst thing to do on
You
YouTube
know,
because
I could run down. I could run down between these buildings right here and everything, and have somebody at the end of it with a metal pole smacking on the back side of it. And by the time I get there, I'm like, oh my god, listen to all that smacking, listen to all that noise and everything. And by the time I get down there, my partner is already gone around the front of the building. By
I
the
mean I
time I get
feel
around
you.
that corner,
But my next question is, we're not there, so how do we know that they're actually faking it?
because there's
I mean, we know,
systematic things that can do it.
but
It's like,
how?
let me give you one example. The Estes method that everybody's fucking using.
Dude,
And you're sitting
I've seen
no,
that
no,
thing.
no, no. These people are literally sitting 2 foot away from each other, talking as loud as they can to each other. And they say, oh, I've got soundproof earmuffs and everything on. Even if you have soundproof earmuffs, you can still hear people talking. And it doesn't matter if you're blindfolded. Who the fuck cares if you're blindfolded when it's all about hearing? And the reaction time to those people. Because if you're by yourself and talking to a spirit box and you ask a question and it takes 15 fucking minutes for a direct word to come through, but on an Estes method, it's like as soon as they ask a question, it's like boom. It's like, what color, what flavor ice cream do I like? And boom, chocolate chip. Oh my God.
I mean, I see what you're talking about.
The reaction times, that's how you tell if it's fake or not. Because look at your experiences. Look at the time limit of your experiences compared to these other people's experience and times. And they're using the exact same fucking thing that you're using, the same spirit box and everything.
I mean,
If you're using an SB7 and they're using an SB7 on an Estes method, you know that's got to be bullshit. Like, you have to look at reaction times. And it's not, oh, the spirit has so much more energy and everything and can repeat. You're talking about a spirit that is probably from the 1800s that could barely even write, let alone use an electrical radio to find the right word, especially chocolate chip or fuck you from a radio. You know?
My kind of ghost.
Yeah. Like, you know how many radio stations is actually saying fuck you on the radio?
don't know, none.
I don't listen to the radio, so I can't answer that.
How many radio stations actually have radio DJs to say that stuff?
I don't know.
Hardly anything.
I don't listen.
Hardly any radio station has radio DJs anymore.
I listen to YouTube or Pandora. That's literally all I listen to.
Yeah, I know, but you have to look at reality. You have to look at everything. It just skeptics and debunkers, we don't keep ourselves in a small little box and just say, oh, this is fake because of this reason. It is fake because there's 500 different reasons.
I think some of these debunkers do that because I guarantee some of these will not have the balls to go to some of these places.
I do.
Yeah, but you're different. You're not a douchebag asshole. You're an asshole. Well, you're not the asshole. That goes to asshole, man. But we all know you're a dick, Matt. But like I said before, you're our dick.
Yeah. But the thing is,
I don't think that some of these paranormal investigators have some of these debunkers, sorry. I don't think some of these debunkers have the balls to go to some of these places we go to actually see if it's actually haunted or not. I think that they just sit on the.
You're right. Yeah, you're definitely right on that. I think a lot. That's a lot of people. It's a lot easier to say something right behind a keyboard.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Also, to that, another thing to contradict what you said. Who says they're going to have the exact same experience going to that place that you did to debunk your experience?
That's true.
You can't. That's why I was saying you cannot prove, because the way of science and everything, it has to be simultaneously all the time, or within a 90%, at least a 70% accuracy rate of the exact same bullshit happening at the same time.
No, see, you don't always. People investigate differently. 90% of investigators have like the dowsing rod, for instance. A lot of people say answer yes, open, answer no, cross. Me, I do cross for yes and open for no. I do it completely opposite. People do, and then
it's the same thing with a pendulum.
The Devil's Playground house, we've been there multiple times, and we get different action each time we go, and it's always very bad. Like,
there's no way of proving. There's no way of proving that the exact same thing that I debunked last week is going to happen this week. There's no way it is what I'm seeing right now. There is no way for me to actually go to that site and actually disprove your exact experience that you had last week. There isn't. Like that's the way life is.
Oh wow, Shire.
That's the question I always had when I was investigating back in the day was, why do none of the spirits speak anything but English in these spirit boxes?
I personally think that when you die, you learn.
That's the exact same thing I was.
Or why do we only get EVPs in English? I mean, there are times when people get them in other languages, but if I heard French coming through, that's pretty intriguing.
It's like people that go to a Native American burial mound, and that this body was buried before English was ever even a language that they ever even heard, and they don't speak their traditional language.
Yeah,
like
it's because
that's why you can't trust it. Yeah, they went to college in the afterlife, and
they did. They
English.
went to the University of Phoenix in the sky. No, those are very healthy questions to ask. It's very interesting, and that's why I say a lot of this it's honestly very entertaining, and I think as long as people. There aren't paranormal experiences. My channel name has the word paranormal in it, so clearly, I think that things happen, but I think people think that things happen too often all the time. So that's kind of why my channel went more towards traveling than the paranormal investigating. Because I can't make a ghost appear for you guys on every episode, but I still want to entertain people. So I'll take you to the buffet that I got last week.
My phone's dying. The phone's dying.
All right,
Uh-oh.
brother. I
We'll miss you.
figured it was dying since we could hear your. Yep, it's definitely dying.
Uh-oh. Well, that's.
But what are your thoughts on the Cecil Hotel? Do you think? Because I know that's where the Night Stalker stayed.
The Cecil.
And, yeah, and then you got the whole girl, the lamb situation. That I always forget her first name.
Lisa.
Yeah,
See,
Lisa.
her situation is a lot of. It's kind of. I think it's a mix of all sorts of things. I think she definitely had. It was proven that she had mental illness, right? She was going through like a manic episode at the time. But then how do you explain her body being found? Those of you who don't know the story, I'm sure everyone knows the story, right? It's pretty well known.
Yeah, it's popular Netflix series that they did. I think it was Netflix, but
but it was a woman. She was visiting from was it from China or somewhere, or
China,
maybe she was Chinese that lived in Canada, and she came. And those of you who don't know the Cecil Hotel, it's not a hotel. It was like a hostel. It was very sketchy. It's in a very sketchy area in Los Angeles. I've been to this place, and you're more likely to get murdered on the way to the hotel probably but it's a scary place. And this was a young woman alone in a horrible part of LA. And there's video of her in an elevator kind of talking to someone that's not there. And that could have been a manic episode, because I've seen those happen in real life. But then she's later found in the water tower of the hotel, locked in the water tower. And she'd been dead for a long time. It wasn't until the residents, the people living there started getting the water, and it was brown, and it was from her body that was decomposing in the water lines. And there's so much to that story, but it could have, there's a paranormal aspect to it. And it's I don't know why that, when you see that footage on the elevator, the first time I heard the story years and years ago, it did haunt me for a long time, because it's a crazy situation.
Oh yeah.
That you can just, what happened? I think it's multiple things. I think that if ever there was a hotel that would be haunted, it would be the Cecil. It's seen so many horrific things over the years.
Yeah, I mean, you had
killers living there. Yeah. And that's a real documented thing. He did live there. People were murdered. Countless people have been murdered in that building. And so it makes you think there's got to be an energy to it. And, for me as a paranormal investigator, hotels, I'm in a hotel right now, those are my favorite places to investigate, because there's so many people that go in and out, so many different energies, so many different stories.
Yeah.
A hotel is the perfect place for a ghost.
Yes, I agree.
I
haven't been to one since I started YouTube, but I've done a few investigations in hotels like years ago.
To me, a hotel is probably my favorite place to investigate. Also because they have breakfast in the morning, right? And you can just spend the night.
That is true.
Eating a waffle in the morning. Also, mental institutions, insane asylums, those hospitals, those seem to be the places with the most history and haunting.
Yeah, I've been to 2 Civil War hospitals and a couple plantation from the Civil Wars that we've got so much history.
That's a
Like,
whole different energy, I'm
and
sure.
speaking of asylum, we're supposed to be going to Penhurst and Waverly Hills in June, and I'm excited about both of them. I think it was Waverly Hills we're supposed to be
I
going
would
to.
love to go to either one of those.
See, we
Uh,
went to St. Albans a couple of years ago in
mhm.
Radford, Virginia,
Okay.
and that's one of the most haunted places in Virginia. And we went there, and the boiler room, we've heard growls. The bowling alley, there's a little bowling alley down there, and the REM pod would not shut up.
Yeah.
And then Robbie, Russell Souls Paranormal, his grandpa got like he was sitting in a chair, and you just see the chair moving, and he got shoved out of the chair by some entity. Like
Wow.
that place right there has some evil, but it also dates back to the Civil War times and all that.
Yeah, there's that's kind of like when I went to where did you say you wanted to go visit that you want to go to next year? Sorry, I can't.
Waverly Hills and Penhurst.
Um sorry, I mean
Oh, Gettysburg.
Gettysburg. What the hell's
I
wrong with
want to
me?
get there
Sorry.
so bad, and I'm excited about that.
That's another one of those places. So much death, so much trauma and just drama that happened on those grounds. You can't help but walk in there and you can just feel it. Whether you believe in ghosts or not,
Oh yeah,
things went down in these places. And to me, I'm all about energy and stuff. I'm not super religious. I mean, I do believe in God and everything, but I'm not a religious person. It's to me the
baby.
energy of people and the energy of places affect me, and I can always tell when I'm in a place that Sorry, I feel like I'm shouting in this hotel room. It's so echoey. I hope I'm not keeping anyone awake. Uh, but it's like, places like that, to me, they're so, um, they affect me so much. Because that's what
See,
we all are is energy at the end of the day.
mhm.
And,
And like us paranormal investigators, a lot of us are sensitive. Yes,
mhm.
like me, I don't necessarily see spirits all the time, but I get names, dates, ages, how they die. I get stuff like that that just pops into my head randomly. Like
Yeah.
I think that's part of my third eye opening up because I mean I 100% believe in the third eye. Like
Yeah, we
100.
all have that ability to, it's just some of us are more in tune with it. But I think it's something that we can all do if we, I think it's just embedded in all of us.
That's right.
So,
You're in the UK, Shire. Yeah, I heard that the investigations in the UK are very hard to come by. Like, cause I
oh,
want to get up there and go to the Paris catacombs. Like, that's probably number one on my bucket list is to go to the Paris catacombs.
that would be amazing to see.
Like my
That's,
top five bucket list, I've done two out of the top five. It was the catacombs, Suicide Forest, Lake Shawnee, and we went there in August, and that was amazing.
mm,
Um, Gettysburg and St. Albans Sanitarium, and I finally got to go there a couple 2 years ago, about this time actually.
well, see, you're almost there. You almost got them all.
Yeah,
Almost
like I
there.
got three more, and two of them are gonna be hard because one's in Japan and one's in Paris. So that's gonna be a little
Listen, put your pennies away and put it on your board and make it happen. You'll do it.
yeah. I like that's definitely gonna be places that I will go to. But yeah, the Cecil Hotel is a place that's in California, ain't it?
Yeah, in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's a
It's
place
in
that
the
I want
part of
to
town, I think they
go
call it
there.
Alphabet City. It's a
Yep.
very bad part of town. Um, I used I used to get in trouble when I was younger, and I was in a lot of. We'd go to a lot of like clubs out there, nightclubs and stuff out in that area. But it's a very sketchy. part of town. And me being a big Polynesian guy, there's no way I would go stay at that place by myself. I don't think I would feel safe there. And I've been to a lot of sketchy places, and that's definitely a sketchy one. I don't think you could ever remodel that place enough to get rid of all the negative stuff.
Nah, that's gonna have, and people always say, "Well, tear it down." That just opens up airway to the negative spirits. I think, like when you
Yeah.
tear down these locations, like there's one place that we went to a few times called the Satanic Ritual House, like 10, 15 minutes up the road where I live now. Well, they tore that down and put a solar farm there, like
Okay.
solar panels everywhere. And like I'm like, guys, that place was negative. Like the negative spirits that we got in there. There was actually from what we got on the spirit box, dowsing rods, and Ouija board. The last satanic ritual happened there 2 weeks before the last time we went there. Like, and there were every time we went there, there was always some type of like dead animal, like carcass, just like laying right there, and it looked like it was like in a circle or something. Like it was really freaking weird.
Ooh.
But that was one of our places, my favorite places to investigate, because I knew that there was always something there. And another place we called the Bloodstain House. A guy, I think 97, a guy murdered his wife and kid with a axe, and it was his wife on their wedding night, and that's another incident where he said the devil made him do it. He got possessed and all that. But we went there, and we left, and my buddy had like scratch marks on his chest. I had scratch marks on my neck, and we was leaving, and at the door we saw a figure of a woman in a bloody white dress looking at us. And that was the one place where the flashlight method, like the people I was with, I won't collab with them again, but they were telling the spirit, you can harm Nubby, you can attach yourself to Nubby and all that. Yeah. And the flashlight, if you want us to leave, the flashlight went off and cut back on. And like the chandelier, we was in the chandelier room, sitting on the floor doing the spirit box and all that, and the flashlight method, and all of a sudden we look up and the chandelier is just rocking really hard back and forth.
That's creepy.
Yeah, and that place got sold in the basement. The basement, something evil was in that basement too. Like we was in there and we saw somebody like 7-foot figure like walking right in front of us and just started coming at us.
Ooh.
Don't know if it was actually a human or if it was like just a bad negative spirit, but we took off. Like
that reminds me of a place, this hospital it was one of the first places I investigated when I was in a team. And it was an old hospital. It was the first one in Utah to have like an elevator in it. And the elevator was so slow that the people, by the time they'd get up to the second floor to have their operations, they would die most of the time because it would take an hour to get up to the second floor of this elevator. It was done with hydraulics. And that's a place where I've seen this huge black figure, and it charged at us in a room. And that's when you're in a room that's dark and it's so dark that you can see the outline of a figure. That's how black they are. That's a scary situation. And also that basement, we all heard this thing like a snake that started to hiss in my ear over here, and I could feel the hot breath of whatever this was. That was probably one of the most scary instances ever that I've seen, and it was one of my first going out with a team. and I was trying to keep my cool, right?
Yeah.
But that place was evil, and they tore it down years and years ago. But I still drive by the spot, and it just gives me the chills to look at it.
That
Uh,
there's this road that we go to, and it's like Road 666, and it's the most terrifying. It's an active road, but it's the most terrifying place I've ever been. That's where
I
I've seen.
live off Highway 6 where I live, and it's called the Devil's Highway, and
Oh God!
it's the same thing. Yeah, sorry, go ahead. But yeah, that's
But yeah, that's I've seen the possession there. I legit got pushed and scratched myself. We had stuff thrown at us.
hmm.
I had my first cryptid encounter. I'm 100% certain I had an encounter with a hellhound that night. The eyes we saw, the smell from like it was just the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. And I've seen my two people get possessed. Eyes pure white, blank stare.
Hmm.
No matter what you did, and like people try to bring the sage out, and I'm a firm believer of sage doesn't do shit when there's already like an entity attached or anything. Sage, this is just my opinion. This doesn't work.
I use it when my brother's new wife comes in the house, and I'll sage my house.
Well, see, that's different. Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I think depending on what it is, I don't know if that's ever gonna take care of it. But it's for me, I do use it myself, but it's just
Yeah, I use holy water too.
yeah.
Like,
But it's not. I realize it's not gonna take care of those demons or whatever. But it is.
yeah, I mean, it's good for like negative spirit, but when it's a
Mhm.
legit demonic
Yeah,
spirit, it's just to sit there and laugh at you.
yeah. I think that sage only gets you so far with some things. So
Yes,
what is the most haunted place that you think you've ever been? The most haunted? Is there a place that stands out to you out of every place you've been?
probably Road 666, just from the stuff that I've seen there. Like it,
Ooh.
we've done a dowsing board, not a Ouija board, but the pendulum board. We
Hmm.
done a pendulum board on that second bridge, the wooden bridge, and every time I go near that bridge now, I'll start shaking just randomly out of nowhere. Like about 10 feet under the bridge, it's like a little creek. But we heard knocking coming from underneath the bridge, and there's no way anybody can be there.
Get away those demon children down there, whatever's down there. That's crazy.
Like it's definitely something, and there's been demonic rituals that's happened there. There's the portal house that I believe I found again the other day. Like this house, I was on the front porch, and the first possession was one of the guys I'd known since I was like 8, 9 years old. And he was like, "Don't go in there. That's an evil house." And all of a sudden, next thing I know, he's possessed. Well, ever since that night, I have not been able to find that house. Well, I was riding down that road with a few people the other day, and all of a sudden, the house abandoned, windows were missing, front door wide open, right there. And I'm like, I need to
It
get
wasn't
there.
there. It wasn't there the last time before.
We've looked, and there was no foundation of this house or nothing. And then the other day, that house is right there. It's
I've had stuff
freaking
like that
terrible.
happen before.
I
That's like
believe.
a matrix, like a ripping the dimension
Only thing is, I don't want to be in that house when it decides it's time,
when it wants to swallow you back up and take you
because
away.
you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's
Because supposedly there's a forest in New York that will lead you into California. David
oh,
Vingman was telling me about it.
well. If you can find out where that is, let me know. It'd be a lot faster and cheaper
That's
than
what I'm
flying.
saying. Like, but I think it was New York, and somebody found their way in California after going through these. I mean, you don't know how true
Very,
it is.
very convenient.
Yeah, you don't
They're
know how
trying to
true
build
it is.
a bullet train from LA to Vegas, and that's a big deal in itself. They're already trying to figure out how to make that work. So yeah, if you can get from New York to LA, let me know.
Yeah, that would be amazing because I got so many people on the on the West Coast that I would love to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
Dom's
that?
heard it too. Central Park.
Oh, Central Park. Well, there's definitely a lot of people taking a trip in Central Park, but it's not the same kind.
I
But
hadn't heard that, but apparently that's where it's at. But yeah, the last topic tonight. Well, I figure we'll go live for another 10 minutes. The Malaysia Airlines flight 370 back. At, it was March. Shit. Give me a second.
is that
Matt, he'll be back.
2016? No,
March 8th, 2014.
2014.
And it was flying from an airport in Malaysia, and its planned destination was Beijing Capital International Airport in China. And somewhere in between, around 38 minutes after takeoff, when the flight was over the South China Sea, the aircraft was lost and never heard from or seen from again. And it had 239 occupations on it. And nobody knows anything. There was no ever evidence of what happened.
But there's so many theories of what happened from
Hello.
Faye. Is this Faye from my podcast?
It
Faye?
might be. I hadn't seen them before.
Hi, Faye. The plane is in the ocean or Korea. Well, or the government stole all the people on the plane and put them in a bunker somewhere and then crashed it, is what I've heard too. There's portals. It could be like a Bermuda Triangle situation, right, where it just disappeared. Or like the portal in Central Park. Maybe it's in a different dimension right now. And what does Shire say? Marilyn Manson.
Did a conjuring in the cellar of an abandoned house, got scared, and went back the next day, but couldn't find the. Oh.
That's interesting.
See, I believe in portal houses.
There's definitely portals. There's definitely portals in places, I believe.
Hello, Dan. Oh, hey, welcome. But yes, I believe, because there's no evidence of anything about the plane. What happened, no pieces. It could have been in the deep part of the sea, or it could have been hijacked by hijackers. Nobody ever, okay, I thought it's you, Ancient, ain't it? Okay.
Hey.
New name.
There's theories about the pilot being, losing his mind and crashing the plane on purpose.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like to think they're in a different dimension, having a good time somewhere, and they're not, in pieces at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, there was a show, I can't remember what show, the 100 or something about the airplane that went missing and then came back about 20 years later, and everybody on the airplane. Yes.
That was a good show. I started watching that one.
Same age and everything, nothing has changed. Hey, what's up, Randy?
I did an episode on my podcast about this flight. Well, it's not the same thing, but it's about a haunted, how a plane and the parts from the plane were used from a crashed plane in Florida and put in other planes. And then people started seeing ghosts, apparitions of the dead crew and things like that. So that's kind of crazy. I mean, speaking of planes, it's not the same situation. It just reminded me.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Do you think a plane could be haunted from another plane's parts being in it?
Oh, definitely, because I
Um,
mean, anything can have an attachment to it. Like shit, this cell phone can catch an attachment. Like I had an
it's
attachment of an
attached to my face.
802.
That's what this cell phone is attached to. But I think anything with especially with energy and stuff like that, like I was saying, I think the energy we put off is left sometimes in places, and it's just like a stain or something, and that's how you get those residual hauntings too in places
Yeah,
like Gettysburg and stuff like that.
yeah. So I believe that I like to believe the same thing you thought. Like they're in another dimension, happy, and the weird thing is they would come back.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, yeah. The Octagon Mansion that we investigated, Matthew back, but the Octagon Mansion we investigated was built on top of a Civil War cemetery.
Oh,
And that place, I was doing a dowsing rod session in the basement, and I got shocked 3 times back to back to back. First time and only time that's ever happened. Holy shit, we got Eric Spillman in the house. How are you doing, brother? Been way too
What's
long.
up?
hi, Eric.
Hadn't seen you in my paneling, my chat in a long time, Eric. But
Well, welcome back, Matt. Everything good?
Thank you. Yeah, my phone died on me, and I had to throw it on the quick charge. So I've
what do
got like,
you think about the Malaysia Airline 370 disappearance, Matt? Do you think that it crashed in the ocean? Do you think it might have hit like a portal or a black hole or something? Or do you think it was hijacked and flown somewhere else? Like they never found any pieces to it? What do you think happened to it?
right, something like that. There would be bodies washing up. There would be plane parts washing up if it crashed. It was either an inside job that, I mean, I'm not going with the whole Amelia Earhart thing flying into a tunnel because it didn't. Yes, it went over the Dragon Triangle, which is kind of like the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
I mean, yes, there. I mean, it can fuck up sensors. It can fuck up a lot of machinery. It can fuck up a lot of stuff. I mean, but it could just be sitting on a deserted island like in Amelia Earhart.
What do
Like
you think happened to all the people there? All the 339 people?
we never found
200.
Amelia Earhart. I mean, we've never found her plane.
Wasn't she
And
spotted in Las Vegas the other day or something? That Amelia Earhart?
like Elvis, Elvis is always spotted somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple things that could happen. It could have. I mean, it could have crashed on a island, and now with all the islands and everything that's going up underneath, underwater. I mean, it could be on one of those islands that have sunk. It could have crashed into a volcano. It could have. There's islands being formed and destroyed every day. Or yes, it could have been hijacked, and
North Korea, a few people have said already.
Yeah,
I could see that.
yeah.
You don't
I mean,
think the guy went to a portal?
Or a portal.
there is no such thing as portals. There
I
ain't
have
no damn.
Yeah.
No.
You don't think?
I mean, no. I mean,
Faye. Oh, this is Faye from my podcast. We covered Flight 401. That's what I was telling him about.
yeah. if anything, if it was hijacked, if it was taken to somewhere like, North Korea, or it was took to some other country and nobody wanted to know about it, they would have all been killed. They
Yeah, I don't think it ended well for anyone on that plane, regardless.
right.
Fortunately, but we can.
Well,
if there was a portal, just hypothetically, if there was a portal,
Right.
we would never know. I mean, where the location is, the location that it disappeared, it's easy to shut down a black box. A black box. It's easy to shut down, the radar tracking unit on it. It's because all of a sudden it got to the one spot and everything just went blank on it.
Yeah.
I mean, they were tracking it by satellite, everything, and it just disappeared off the face of the earth. And
that is true.
Unless they do more and more research on it to actually see the actual second by second play of where that plane went from Google Maps or satellites or something, we will never know. It's one of those what ifs.
I don't think we're ever going to know on that one.
Yeah.
Snakes on a plane, though, Faye says. You've heard of snakes on a plane? Oh, Faye loves her Diet Coke, I guess. But if you guys haven't ever heard the story of Flight 401, you definitely should look into it. That's such a cool story. I remember hearing about that as a kid too, like Dan says.
And also, there was a lot of business people on that plane.
On the Malaysia.
A lot of businessmen. And
yeah, that's true.
I 100% I believe it was hijacked. People that knew the ins and outs of that plane, how to turn it off, and probably holding those people as hostage, because there was stockbrokers, there was people that worked the what is it stock market, stuff like that and everything. So
yeah, that's
I definitely want to learn more, like do more research about the Flight 370.
It's hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
it's hard to find out a bunch.
Yeah, I mean, what you're going to find out is the same exact story with small little differences in it. You could look at 1,000 of the same story, because we didn't get that much out of it.
There's a bunch of theories and all that about it, but I mean, that's one thing we'll never know what happened. Like the Roanoke colony incident with all those people that disappeared. There's a bunch
that was a different time and era where
yes,
everything was handwritten.
But it's the same situation. These people just magically disappeared out of nowhere. So it's
kind of like
situation.
the only thing you can really connect this to is the Amelia Earhart incident.
Yeah,
that's the only thing you can really connect this to. I mean, even the Titanic and everything.
They were on the complete. Because didn't Amelia Earhart go through the Bermuda Triangle and shit?
Yeah, she went through the Bermuda Triangle. This plane went through the Dragon Triangle, which is a completely different.
Not Japan, China.
During the Asian, in the Asian Ocean. I like the Asian. Because there's the Asian version of the Bermuda Triangle.
Alaskan Triangle and Alaska. You got the one. Ain't it Michigan that has one too?
Yeah, supposedly.
What's up, Big Ben?
Supposedly they're ley line sanctuaries. Powerful ley lines.
Well, do y'all have anything coming up soon? Like Adam, do you have any investigation streams or anything coming up?
You know, I've been posting my road trip. I drove from Utah to Washington for Christmas, so I'm gonna post the second part, I think, by Sunday, and then I am gonna take the boat over to Canada and see if I can get into some trouble next week. So I don't know.
Nice.
What part of Canada you going into?
Just over to Victoria, British Columbia.
Oh,
I'm gonna go visit some friends from the channel that I haven't met. And have you ever been to Victoria, Matt, or have you ever been to Canada?
No, never been to Canada. I've been.
He said he hasn't left.
Yeah.
But
I
Victoria is a beautiful place. It's like cobblestone streets and people like
Yeah.
walking around and eating a baguette and shit and just so it'll be fun.
You know, I applied to be one of the mappers of some part of Canada that is about the size of Texas that's never been mapped before, like a research team out there, but
Oh wow.
they never got to me, and it's kind of like the Bermuda Triangle of Canada. Like,
Oh.
yeah, every like map team that has ever went out to that place has either never came back, or they found their bodies a couple of days later, either froze to death or mauled by wolves or something.
See, that's why I don't go camping. Then I don't get mauled by anything.
I'll take you camping, Adam. I'll protect you, brother.
Listen, I would go with you because I know I'd make it out alive, probably.
Yeah, I'll get you out there.
Unless Bigfoot came.
Unless
Actually, Bigfoot. I should go Bigfoot hunting while I'm here, right? Isn't this where he lives?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of sightings has been up that way. I mean, and also where you're going in Victoria too. There's been Bigfoot sightings on the border. So.
Well, driving here around through the trees and stuff, I can totally see how people could see Bigfoot out here. Like this.
Oh yeah.
It looks like a.
Oh shit! Now you got the bunkers debunking Bigfoot.
Well, I can understand why. I mean,
Yeah,
you got people saying when
they're too scared to go on a paranormal investigator, they're too scared to go on a fucking cryptid investigator.
I'm a cryptid hunter, and I can tell you that 90% of Bigfoot sightings are false.
Well, yeah. We
talked
about one person that does it all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Aren't they lucky?
Yeah. Well, there's also people that say that they've got a whole entire family of like 30 Sasquatches living in their 1 acre yard. Yeah.
Hey,
and this is the thing that
portals, man. They're coming in portals.
Yeah, those portals and UFOs dropping them off like they're stray cats or something, like.
Yes.
But the thing is there's not enough wild edibles to support Sasquatches and their size and their physique.
There's one ancient that everybody knows that I can't stand, and he gets paid like a lot of money to do what he does.
What?
Debunk, and that dude knows nothing what he's talking about. And yes, I'm gonna describe him as the meth head on the meth head Jason Voorhees lookalike. I said what I said.
No,
I know. I'm not saying his name, Matthew.
No, I'm just saying don't belittle the dude.
So we had the dollar store Hitler earlier.
Yeah.
Then now we've got the meth head Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
These are very good descriptive words. I love it.
But this guy right here, he's just.
But here's the thing: when you go after debunkers and you start talking about them like this and everything, it never stops.
I know.
our communities, this is what I was going to say before my phone died. I love everybody in our communities. But the
Yeah.
thing is, we have to, as a community, as brothers and sisters, we have to accept the truth. We cannot keep living in a fantasy. Because if we keep living in a fantasy that everything is real and you're answering a question with a question instead of straightforward answers, like the reason why we can't, it's like the reason why we can't get a 4K video footage of Sasquatch is because he's got alien technology underneath his fur because he's butt naked and he's disappearing in a portal that he's somehow creating. I mean,
That's very technical.
Yeah, like how can you create a time? How can you create a time and space portal when you're butt naked?
It sounds very, very complicated.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, hey, Nubs, you know what? I'm so sorry. I forgot to tell you when you were asking. I completely forgot. I had a podcast that just released, an episode that just released today, and you probably will like it. It's about haunted gifts for because of Christmas. We talked about cursed and haunted gifts.
Ooh,
And
I'll
Nice.
definitely
the
check that
podcast,
out.
if anyone wants to listen, it's called "To Believe or Not to Believe."
Am I
Podcast.
am I
And
subscribed to your podcast, Adam?
No, it's anywhere you can listen to podcasts. Apple, Spotify,
Go
anywhere.
ahead and give your name. Give the names so the people down here know.
It's called "To Believe or Not to Believe." That is the podcast. So it's a play on Shakespeare. And Faye's in here in the chat right now. She told me to remind you guys. I can't believe I forgot. But she's the one that's the skeptic. And if you want, like, we're going back and forth tonight, but if you guys are interested in hearing like both ends of the discussion, and sometimes we break out into musical numbers, which is going to happen in this episode today that came out.
Right.
Come check it out. I think you might like it.
Yes. Everybody go check that out. Everybody go check out Adam's podcast.
My little shameless plug for the day.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun podcast. I really enjoy it.
Do you have any survival live streams coming up, Matt?
I'm building. I got an idea from another YouTuber called The Quiet Nerd. He made a single person like wooden RV that can travel out in the wilderness and stuff like that, out of electricity and everything, out of a battery and stuff. So I'm going to take that to a next level, and I'm going to start doing shorts and everything on the build process and everything. And people in chat are going to be able to name it, and it's going to be a long process, but start looking out for those. But I just wanted to say, well, I just wanted to say to anybody and everybody that I offended with what I said about possessions and all that stuff, just remember, you have to keep reality in the picture. Once we lose reality, we lose everything else. And we don't know what to pick out from fiction and reality. And it's going to hurt us all, no matter what you do. You have to stay true. You have to stay honest. If you go around mislabeling everything and without doing proper research or anything like that, you are not only hindering yourself and making yourself look like a target to debunkers, to skeptics, you're also making yourself a laughing stock because you don't know what it really is. And it's the same thing with any field. We have to keep our fields real. And even Nubby, you have to stop enjoying these entertainment people. You have to,
I
because
because like they're doing what they do because that's
yeah,
what they
but that brings a bad image on you.
well then that's to me that's not on me, that's on people who see that's the whole guilty by association crap that people like to bring. And I
No, it's not a guilt by association thing. It is calling a kettle black. Like
eh,
you, they will induct your stuff and look at your stuff 10 times harder than somebody that says that they're entertainment. You
I
know,
mean I will see the way I do it, I will drop my videos no matter what people think. And I will continue to watch people
I'm
that I
not
like.
saying not to do that. I'm just saying you have
Uh,
to be harder on these people than
well,
just accepting them.
like there's like people like exploring with Josh and Omar, like people, I they're
That
good people.
have been proven to fake.
They're entertainers though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know we've already went over that discussion.
Yeah.
But the thing is it hurts you. It's the same thing as somebody telling me that they have, 50 Sasquatches living in their backyard.
Oh,
I
there's
can't, you can't believe it. You can't.
no. That's a little
I won't
different.
even I won't even hold a flame to a person that says that.
I mean, but that's a little different than supporting.
What's the difference between supporting somebody that says they have 50 Sasquatches in their backyard and somebody that says, "Oh, there's a Slender Man in the back room"?
Because the like people, which I mean, Slender Man. First of all,
What?
nobody's gonna believe Slender
What?
Man.
What?
Nobody's gonna believe in anything Slender Man. You know that's entertainment.
Yeah, but you're. I like that. I wish I had some chips.
Ooh, these
There
are
is no
good.
difference. They look good. Is that ATB?
These are, I don't know, but I got them at Walmart. They're how, oh, you can't see them. It's green
Dude,
screen.
that's cool.
What the hell? They're
That's
spicy jalapeno Tim's. Sam.
Nice. Oh, Tim's. Those are
Tim.
good.
Delicious. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. Don't
No,
mind me.
you're good. I knew I recognized that bag somewhere because HEB has a brand that's just like the Tim's, but it's not
Mm.
Tim's. Yeah, it's good. When next time you're in Texas, get
Oh,
I mean,
love
I
it.
yeah.
see, but I do see what you're talking about. But I'm also the firm, the believer in. I know what's entertainment and I know what's real. And if I like the channel, I'm gonna continue to support
But
it.
would you have somebody like that on your channel, on your panel?
Yeah, I would because like if any of these people wanted to come on my panel, I'm all for it. Just like the bunkers, I'm all for them coming on my panel too and giving their
I
side.
love you, Nubby.
That's why we love you.
I'm all for people just backing off and letting people do what they do on YouTube, doing what they like to do. If people want to entertain and fake stuff, then hey, go
I just
for it.
can't. I just can't morally. Morally, I just can't do it. I just can't.
I mean, I feel, and I know that's why I get a lot of hate from people. I know y'all ain't hating. We're having a
No.
discussion and debate, and I love our debates.
Yeah.
But there are people that do hate on me for supporting these people, and the way I see it, fuck those people. Like straight up, being honest. If you don't like who I support, that's on you, not me. But my channel is uncut, unedited, unraw. Whatever you see, whatever I see, is what you see.
If you
Like,
see Nubby making out with a raccoon, it's real.
yes.
I
I
love
mean,
it.
we have been snake hunting before by an accident.
Yeah.
And I
But no,
think that's great, Nubs. You're
Yeah.
you're a good guy. People
He
love you,
is.
and I feel like I'm like the moderator in like a presidential debate right now. I'm
No,
trying to see
y'all,
both sides here. But no,
y'all two are the good ones. Y'all two are the good ones, Adam. Like,
I mean,
it,
but I
it,
know there are like people like ghost adventurers and ghost hunters. To me, those people are the ones that get the paranormal a bad name. Zach Baggins, oh, we're not even going to talk about him because I can go on a 3-hour rant about how I feel about him.
that's
but I
what.
don't see how you draw the line with Ray Bans and bedazzled shirts. I don't see how you draw the line with him.
Hey, that's Matt's got a
I
good
like
point.
Ray Ban. I like
Yeah,
bedazzled shirts, Matt. What are you talking about?
I know, but I'm just saying I don't see how you draw a line with that
And
individual.
don't ever say
Like,
it's Ed Hardy who'll lose his shit.
Because the
right?
way he does, the way he presents himself is why. And he presents himself as an arrogant, cocky person.
Well, don't they all?
He's a really good presenter then.
Yeah.
He is.
I mean, he is. He knows how to grab people literally by the cojones and
He
bring them
does.
in.
I mean, I ain't watched his stuff in many, many years. I don't watch Ghost Adventures.
But
Yeah.
the thing is
As
you
long
know,
as you know, and the thing with
you
those
know,
shows is they've blurred the lines between being scientific and being entertainment. And as long as you know that you're being entertained and it's not real, then that's great.
right.
But there's so many people out there that are taking his word for the Bible,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's the problem because it is total BS.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
uh,
yeah, it is.
I know, like, these people, like me, I don't like watching these bigger YouTubers or pretty much anybody that does Randonautica. I don't like Randonautica. I think Randonautica is stupid, boring. It always takes you to different locations, like locations you shouldn't go. I
It
personally
took me
don't.
to a golf course like 7 times. The
Yeah,
same golf course.
I don't like Randonautica, and I don't the videos
you
that
need to
people
go
do,
golfing.
and I'm
Yeah.
not talking trash about anybody. They're not my type of videos. I
I'm not
don't like
talking trash either, but
Matt. You
those
always talk trash. What you
those
talking about?
random Nautica people, they're going into like satanic cult areas, and they're
Yeah, see,
finding
I
like,
never got. Well, they always got a stalker of some sort
yeah,
following them every time they do it,
Mm.
and that's
yeah,
with anybody
yeah.
that does
They
it.
man, I saw somebody. I'm not gonna say his name, but he said there was an evil clown that's been stalking me for a week, and all because of random Nautica. And when they first videotaped this dude, okay, say like this is the tree, right? The dude was like hiding behind a tree like this. You could see everything about him, and he sticks his head out, and he's like, and they're like, "Oh God, we gotta run!"
I mean, yeah, I feel you. I
Yeah,
don't do that Randonautica. To me and Dakota tried it at one live stream, and we had you on panel on there to keep it freaking interesting, Matt, because it was not. We won't having any luck. Hi, Matt's friend.
He's just directing traffic right now, so don't mind that.
We got arresting a security guard, guys, directing traffic right now. It's okay. Yeah, see, I
Well,
don't do it either.
so you asked us about us. You said you're going to be going to some investigations here tomorrow, like a few
Yeah.
places.
Me, Restless Souls Paranormal, Shadow Seeker Paranormal, who was in chat earlier, and Rob. We are all going to the 1 a.m. house tomorrow, which is literally like 3 minutes from my house.
Okay.
we're going to this abandoned foster care unit that we found a while back, and we did a urban explorer there. We're gonna go back and legit do an investigation. And then Dakota's grandpa Robbie has about 2 or 3 locations for us to do. So we got quite a bit. We're filming tomorrow, and I'm excited about that.
Closer to Virginia.
I know you need to come out this way.
Like the clown in that tree he was just talking about. Like, yeah, I'm here. Let's go. Let's go investigate. I've been following you for 3 random nauticas.
Well, we're also trying to go to this place called Union Level, Virginia, where it's an abandoned ghost town. And we're trying to go there soon, but that's like 3 hours away. I've been there before, but my video there, legit, I lost half of my videos from that collab. Just randomly just disappeared.
I hate when that happens.
I lost most of my video from Aurora, Texas, when I was out there looking at that alien burial site and everything. That
I remember
happened before Roswell.
Live stream.
Yeah, I was doing a live stream. Then I couldn't I couldn't turn on the live stream. I had full signal, everything, so I had to record everything. And when I was at the alien burial, it's just static. Like the actual grave where the alien was, it's just static, and you hear stuff coming through.
You got the lava lamp. I forgot you got David's lava lamp, don't you, Ancient? That lava lamp was freaking nuts.
Yeah.
Well, those who don't know, David Vigman has a haunted lava lamp, and I think that's the one you're talking about, Ancient.
Yeah.
And that lava lamp is extremely haunted.
Yeah.
It's a great investigation tool.
I love a good lava lamp.
You're right.
Oh, you have it right in front of me. Haha, nice.
He's customized this lava lamp and everything. It's really cool.
Yeah, it works. Ancient has it at the moment, apparently.
Oh,
but yeah, that's going to do it for the live stream. I appreciate you, Adam and Matthew, for coming up.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was definitely.
You need to become a reoccurring guest, sir.
Oh, definitely.
Me?
Yeah, really.
I would love to. I've just not been in one place this whole year, so that's why the other night I was like, "Hey, if anyone's doing a stream, I'm in a hotel. Hold up today."
Yeah, I saw that in the group chat, and I was like, "Yo, let me hit them up."
I would love to. You guys are great.
You're always welcome here.
I hope that you don't have to kick anyone's ass too hard tonight. How much longer do you have there?
Got 5 more hours here.
Just 5 hours.
But
okay.
Good night, Dom. We're gonna have our pair debate real soon, Dom. We might even have him up there as commentary and the referee. Cause me and Dom get heated, not heated, but we get intense in our debate, our pair debates. Yeah. But it's to help us because Dom's becoming the prime minister for Canada, and I'm becoming president of the United States. So we are getting our debates in. And it just helps us for when we're president and the prime minister, and we're gonna run the world.
See nubby bobbleheads with an Abe Lincoln like American flag hat on.
Dude, I would be. I mean, I can't be as bad as what we have had in the past few years. The last few presidents have not been all that great. I mean,
if I'm in your cabinet.
Yeah, you got Bush, Obama, Trump, and Biden.
Hey,
Tell me
if I'm in your cabinet, we won't have a civilization.
I will be a better president than any of 4 of them combined right there. And see, and I'm also not running for Democrat or Republican. I'm going to be the paranormal party. So, yeah. Be ready. We got about 50 more seconds. I'm about to do the.
I'm gonna go ahead and I have to get off here, So.
All right, I'm about to do my outro here in 3. Whoa. Nah. Thank you for watching the Nubby Bunch.
Ooh, thank you for watching the Nubby Bunch.
I love y'all.
I love y'all.
But yeah, guys, I'll see you next time. We'll be doing Cryptid Monday soon, and we'll be talking about the Banshee. But
Nubby, what the hell is that on the side of your face?
I don't know.
He's
That
a
white
telemarketer.
streak. Yeah, that's like a
Everybody
white
have a good
streak.
Christmas and a good New Year's if I don't see y'all before then.
Oh
but
yeah,
love
Merry
you guys.
Christmas, y'all.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, y'all.
And remember, I like turtles.